In the years leading up to his suicide, Robin's depression was no secret. In one of his final interviews, he opened up about how his past divorces had left him almost bankrupt. In September 2013, Parade magazine interviewed him and asked if he'd lost all his money from his 2 divorces. Robin said, quote, "Well, not all my money. Lost enough. Divorce is expensive. I used to joke they were going to call it all the money, but they changed it to alimony. It's ripping your heart out through your wallet." Both divorces cost Williams over $20 million. In fact, the divorces were so costly that he had to sell his home and seek a steady job, quote unquote steady job, in order to, quote, pay the bills. In the same interview with Parade, Robin said, quote, "The idea of having a steady job is appealing. I have 2 other choices: go on the road doing stand-up or do small independent movies working for scale. The movies are good, but a lot of times they don't even have distribution. There are bills to pay. My life is downsized." This is absolutely tragic. You've got Robin Williams, an Oscar award-winning actor, stand-up comedian, and an overall positive energy, being reduced to having to, acquire a steady job in order to pay the bills. But the effects the divorces had on his life did not end there. In order to, quote unquote, pay the bills, Robin signed a contract with the CBS show The Crazy Ones, and he starred as a lead character in that show. But within the first season, the show was canceled due to poor ratings. According to a source with the Radar Online, quote, "Robin slipped into a deep depression. He felt embarrassed and humiliated that the show had been a failure. It was very hard for Robin to accept. Here he was in his 60s and forced to take a role on television just for money. It's just not where he thought he would be at this point in his life." Now look, we can only speculate about the true reasons for why he committed suicide, but you don't have to be psychic to know that he was deeply saddened and conflicted by the state of his life at the age of 63. An actor of such prestige, such influence, such adoration and respect from millions around the world, yet so bankrupted that he had to sell his home and seek a, quote, steady job on a TV show just to, quote, pay the bills. It seemed he wasn't even acting anymore for the love, but instead just to survive.